everyone! I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm Kate in Fantasyland, and this is the Bookworm challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. But today is a fun day. Today is a very fun day because I finally get to play the second part of the Archon quests for this patch. It's been so long. That was Nico's quest, wasn't it? Oh my, no. I really want to do this, but no. I have to do the Archon quest. I will probably do the Nico quest tomorrow. Yes. Oh, hi Jatin. I hope you've been having a lovely day. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking. Yes, that was what I wanted to say. So usually on Tuesdays, I play other games, but this week things will be a bit different. I will probably play Genshin tomorrow, and then one of the other days is going to be another game, specifically NTE, Neverness to Everness. I'm finally going to try to play a new game after so much time. Today's June 1st, isn't it? No! They've ruined my plan! Oh my... Okay. I will start with the Archon quest in a second, but... Okay. I had heard or seen that the next Imaginarium Theater is going to have Geo, which is very bad for this account because I don't have Geo, like nothing except for the Traveler. And I've been collecting materials to level up Noelle so she can be one of my Geo characters. And now she's the opening character. It won't be counted. No. At least I didn't level her up already. No, all my plans for Noelle. I'll think about this later. I can't think about this today. Oh, you were watching my video on Sandrone, the one that was with a very mistaken theory. I hope at least it was funny. This time Imaginarium Theater is easy? I don't know. I fear Geo a lot. And on top of that, even on my main account, I don't really have that much Geo. I have an almost built Albedo, Ningguang, and Kachina. So even on my main account, Imaginarium Theater is going to be troublesome, to say the least. But anyway, I have to start. This one. Let's go. Finally. Darkness looming in the hypostyle desert Sumeru. Wait for the researcher to arrive. The situation in Sumeru is even more dire than first thought, and people have come together to come up with plans for various contingencies. There was no Dottore at all in the first part of the Archon quest, and that scares me a lot. I don't know what he has up his sleeve, but it's very suspicious. Wait, Jatin, if the Imaginarium Theater is easy, have you already finished it? I even completely forgot that this is happening this week. Wait. Yes, I remember what these are. Let's go. I have to check my guiding notes. Wait. I forgot that now I have to be worried about this too. There are 2 more that I have to read today. I really like the guiding notes in terms of, helping people who haven't, learned everything that is there to learn for Genshin Impact. But it makes my job for the Bookworm challenge so much more difficult. Anyway. You're still lacking 2 characters, so you first get 2 characters to 60, then do the run. Oh, okay, Jatin. Good luck. I hope it goes well. I wonder if I'll have enough time to do it this week. Anyway, Bennu. One of King Deshret's 7 pillars, Saint Bennu, the most radiant. Unlike the 3 kings, Bennu is an intelligent construct fashioned by King Deshret, who entrusted him with the duty of guarding the gates of Aaru. Bennu possesses a will of his own. He watches over the eternal utopia within Aaru, the golden slumber. Following the passing of King Deshret, he ceased his own functions and fell into stillness. Despite being an intelligent construct, Bennu possesses a remarkably vivid personality. Serious and earnest, he detests having his plans disrupted and has little tolerance for irresponsible colleagues. He has also frankly stated that among the 7 pillars, the colleague he admires most is Hermanubis, the sage of sages. I was thinking that one of those people pillars, had a very robotic voice. It must have been this one. Oh, this one looks so cool. Shesepunk, I think. One of King Deshret's 7 pillars, Saint Shesepunk, the most holy. Unlike the 3 kings, Shesepunk is an intelligent construct fashioned by King Deshret Al-Ahmar, who entrusted him with the duty of overseeing all the jinn of the world. Shesepunk possesses a will of his own. Following the passing of King Deshret Al-Ahmar, he ceased his own functions and fell into stillness. Though Shesepunk and Bennu are both intelligent constructs, their personalities are worlds apart. Where Bennu is severe, Shesepunk is leisurely. In times past, he would often wander the desert in his spare time, asking travelers all manner of questions. Driven by a profound curiosity, he will tirelessly pursue any matter that piques his interest to its very heart. Looking back, this was perhaps because he oversaw the jinn, whose mother was Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, an angel of wisdom who delighted in posing questions. Through what the jinn relate to him, Shesepunk too developed a fondness for inquiry. In short, Shesepunk believes that maintaining a leisurely air is a good thing, a piece of worldly wisdom for navigating life, a sentiment much to Bennu's annoyance. He also often thinks fondly of his old colleague, Hermanubis. Wait, so they're very different, but they both like Hermanubis. He's very popular. Come on, we have Sino. Obviously. You really love deserts solely because you're so into Egyptian stuffs? They've done this perfectly. Sumeru and Sumeru lore are amazing. I did think immediately that these two were kinda robotic when I heard them. And yeah, this explains a lot. However, it is very interesting that pretty much every intelligent construct, or whatever they want to call their machines created in Genshin, could be in possession of a personality. That's what gets to me. What is the difference between machines and humans in Genshin? They have personalities, they learn from what has happened to them, their memories can be used to give them strength in a way. Like if you remember what happened with Inefa when she remembered Aino, for example. So what is the difference between humans and machines? at the end of the day. Anyway, there isn't much time for philosophical thinking right now. Let's go.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
I guess so.
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kave, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi. Hey, I'll hate them. Come and introduce yourself.
Wait, are they standing in the water? Oh my, do you remember when Ayako was with her socks in the water? I mean, Kave's shoes look to be almost the same thing, don't they? Poor guy.
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two. Afternoon, gentlemen.
I've only ever seen these two in murals.
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily enough.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
Because they always lose to him, don't they?
I wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient texts, mechanical engineering, the restoration of ancient ruins, and elemental theory.
Oh my, they're talking about so important things, and the only thing I'm thinking about is how much water is going to enter into their shoes. And that is one of the most disgusting feelings on the planet. I have to concentrate.
The most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you. If there are no objections, we'd like to begin our work.
I think right now Al-Haytham is truly the one with the most capable mind because he has boots. And the water doesn't reach the top of the boats.
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very lives to create this splendid work. Follow their example by giving your utmost devotion to this project.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are a far cry from their ancestors. What little respect you show for King Deshret.
Bennu was the one that was always serious, right?
No, that's not what he meant. Please, don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your, penchant for hyperbole. Assuming that's what you were going for?
Oh, I don't think he was going for that.
I just think it's important to manage expectations.
Oh my, exactly like this, Jatin. It has happened to me and it's the worst. It's one of the worst and most disgusting feelings in the whole planet.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old.
Oh my, you realize that this is a very serious conversation in Genshin, and this kind of idea that people had to sacrifice their lives in ancient times in Genshin, you realize in how many places we actually get to see that. In Natlan, with the Dragon Sovereigns, and in Notcry most recently, they were talking about everything that, well, the predecessors of the Frostmoon Scions were doing, and how not doing the right thing leads to basically this.
Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really pressed for time on this occasion. I hope you'll forgive me if it's a little rough around the edges.
Naturally.
Wait, I changed the scene too quickly, but I don't know if you noticed. Bennu was actually a hologram that was coming out from a prism. I know that it's a very small thing, but considering that we know that prisms are actually super important in Genshin, I think that this little fact might be important.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of respect sufficient, I suppose I can consider agreeing to their proposal.
Ah, you can't see it from here. It was below. It was below there. Oh, hi, Mish. I hope you're having a lovely day. They agreed not to sacrifice everybody, which is very nice of them.
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al-Ahmar? We should be trying to make things easy for them. You never know. We might have to rely on these young people to look after us in our old age.
What? Oh my... Can you imagine these three in a little bed waiting for their final days, and you have to feed them like he's a little chick, a chick bird? Okay. I don't know why everything is so funny today when we're supposed to be going into a very serious thing.
Exactly.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will. Thank you for your assistance.
This is what I was talking about. That they're using a prism to make this hologram or whatever it is supposed to be.
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile. You and I both know that certain components of Aru can only be operated by humans.
Wait, why?
King Deshret always believed in humanity. Still, the reason that Aru's modules are designed that way is not so much because he trusted them, but more because he was wary of you.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about everything else we've had concerning those three, King Deshret might have been very wary of them.
Is that true? No wonder human artisans helped to build Aru then. He actually required human assistance to create his greatest work.
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps giving superficial responses? It's like he's just going through the motions and leaving the real debate to his colleagues.
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about King Deshret being a poor judge of character are baseless after all.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
Oh my, is there really time for this, Cave?
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's not exactly a positive tendency either.
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it after all. Let's begin.
Okay, let's go.
Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the procedures outlined in the engineering plan.
I can't. Every single time I see these, I can't.
Hello there, youngsters.
Oh my god, he appeared. Okay. Why have they made this quest so hilarious? Just think what we are facing. Something is wrong with Irmin, so the whole Teyvat could be in danger, and here they are making us laugh at literally every second thing.
Whoa, the Ibis King came to life.
What do you mean, came to life? I've been alive the whole time.
You did say we could start our research, right? Are you having second thoughts now?
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand device is ambitious in its scope. You have ample confidence in your abilities, I take it?
It's what I remember from the previous one is that basically it stops neck on the line on whether they do a good job or not, right? Because he basically vouched for everyone and for this plan.
I wouldn't say I'm feeling hugely confident. But given how bad things are, I'd rather at least try something than sit around waiting to die.
That's the spirit, Kave. They added a lot of humor before they make us hate Dottore. I hate Dottore. I have hated Dottore for a while now. They don't need to add anything extra.
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru and the Akasha.
Aru and the Akasha? But
I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people access knowledge.
And you too? Do you not know either?
Wait, the Akasha is connected to Aru?
You've read the instruction manual, right? You tell them.
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual? The Dendro Archon is a kind and thoughtful god indeed.
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
Wait. Aru is like an amalgamation of everyone's consciousness that reside within it, right? Are they saying that the Akasha system can basically amalgamate everyone that was connected to it in a matter of seconds if they so wished? Like, pull them into non-existence, basically. You didn't understand either? Wait, okay, let's hear the whole thing.
what? But there are so few records about Aru anywhere. And practically none of these scientific expeditions into the desert had anything to do with it.
Ah, but this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz. Anyone from Vahumana present?
Is the most important aspect of history? I actually had a bit of education into history, even though that was not my specialization. The most important aspect, I would say, is the fact that you can never truly know history. You can only know history from what is left behind. So you're basically looking in a mirror or in the shadows left behind by what has happened. So you should always take everything with a grain of sand. And always know that there might be another evidence that is still uncovered.
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well, veracity.
Precisely. And a large part of veracity is the chronological order in which events occur. I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. The glory of the heaven was within her. She brought life, oases, and knowledge to this land. Then she created the Jinn, enlightened them, and ordered them to serve her. Two other gods also walked upon this land where wisdom flowed in abundance, and the three met beneath the great green trees. It was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence of this covenant between the three, which transcended both time and life. For they promised that in Sumeru, wisdom would be shared with all.
So, Sumeru was the land of wisdom long before Nahida and Rukkhadevata, but even Deshret?
All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia, and for this, was burned to ashes by the flames of wrath.
The goddess of flowers, the angel. She also rebelled against Celestia. Burned to ashes by the flames of wrath. Wait, was King Deshret one of the three? If he is one of the three that met there, who is the last one?
So grieved was King Deshret by her passing that he lost all interest in state affairs and devoted himself instead to the knowledge that she had brought back. It was after learning of the technology from that floating island in the sky that he first conceived of Aru. And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru, while the basis for Aru itself came from Celestia's technology.
Well, if the two share a common technological origin, then connecting one system to the other is an entirely feasible idea.
Is it a... I guess now no one is connected to the Akasha, right? So even if something goes wrong, it's not like it's going to affect anyone, right?
Unbelievable. Have you no reverence at all for celestial technology?
No, I do, but there's no time for that. The schedule is too tight. Blame it on the deadline.
Perhaps you could try coming up with our cutoff dates.
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Oh, poor Kave.
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis, King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture. Or, wait, does this count as more of a first-hand witness statement?
Neither. Anyway, this sounds like far too much work for me.
Though he didn't actually witness all of these things, he heard of them. Okay, I don't think he's lying and I don't think he has false information, but it's always good to know if it is a first-hand account of something or not. Celestia had this technology. That is very plausible, because we already saw something very similar in Natlan, and probably in other places as well that I can't even come up with right now, but definitely in Natlan. But why did Celestia have this? Is this how Celestia or the Primordial One created Teyvat from the very start? Or rather the Teyvat that we know now? Like the terraforming part?
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Wait, Celestia changed the way Irminsul worked, right? And Irminsul is again an amalgamation of all the souls that have already finished with their lives on Teyvat, right? Maybe that's the technology.
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but he perished before they could come to fruition.
The game's story used to be so simple until Fossilors did her thing, then it suddenly got very complicated. I think it was rather complicated from the start. The thing is that a lot of things were hidden. But even from the start, when you look at, what you can find on Dragonspine, for example, that is so connected to what we find out now in Notcry. I think we just didn't know enough to see how complicated it is. On the other hand, they could have just made it more complicated later. That's also possible.
In the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival the very world itself. The Lord of Flowers sacrificed everything for that ambition.
See, that technology from Celestia is either connected to the creation or terraforming of the whole world, Or I bet it would be something to do with Tiramisu itself. From the player's point of view. Yeah, it might be Mish. It might be. Yeah, when you start Genshin, things are rather simple. Not in a bad way. You're just there looking for your sibling. And then lots of things started happening. I definitely agree with that. That the moment I started Genshin, I did not think about the complicated things. I was just having lots of fun. But I love how complicated things are now.
What he desired, she bestowed, and thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid of monuments, or King Deshret would surely have deemed it a grave injustice.
I don't know why they went through the trouble of animating this. Him holding a lizard that he probably wants to eat, but it's awesome.
And that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with a sacrificial and courageous love, even in its unfinished form, it deserves to be treasured.
Oh no, I think now even our item is not safe from wet socks. It went above his boots.
At that time, King Deshret said the following to the Lord of Dendro. Since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Hence, the fruit of wisdom from the heavens is not to be devoured.
Fruit of wisdom be devoured? Wait, Toph picked up a lizard. Does that mean the lizard will become a main character? I think the lizard will be dinner for Toph. The lizard disappeared. He already ate it.
Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. Yet you and she have taught me much and shown me kindness. For this, I cherish you both. In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged. His final hope for Aru was to return to the past, when she yet lived.
Wait. The final objective of Aru was to be able to return to the past? Wait. What was it called? The thing that the sibling is trying to create. I forgot the name. Oh, there's so many terms in this game. My brain is not braining. No, it was not the wheel of fate. Loom of fate. The loom of fate. This is what the sibling wants to create. A way to the past. Or a way to bring the past to the present? The siblings still didn't know about this. Or did they? Yes, the loom of fate. Okay. It is very good that the sibling was not in the trailers because I think things could have become very, very complicated if they were on the scene as well, considering the Dottore is definitely in this quest.
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the goddess of flowers and the Dendro Archon.
And again, look at this. Every single time in which people defy Celestia for some reason or are punished from Celestia, well, not every single time, but very often, it's because of love. Tolindis and Rerir, the Cryo Archon and her lover that became the different Gnosis, and now this? Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers? The Torres team is missing that. No, that would be so cruel. Timmy has suffered enough already. He doesn't deserve the Torres father.
You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these three gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
Okay, so those were the three. The Goddess of Flowers, Maluk... Yeah, the Goddess of Flowers, the Dendro Archon, and King Deshret.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument, and why the answer to the three questions was time.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all manner of misfortune. This is as true for gods as it is for humans. Love is the same. It is both a prison and a monument. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Seeing as you've been so diligent, I'll offer a little help. Who's in charge again? Is it you two?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, close your eyes.
Okay, let's go.
Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible and the intangible. It is to convey the incommunicable through the simplest of mediums. By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen secrets that lie at the threshold of existence.
Where did this come from? Is it a new mechanism?
There was one part that was red. Like a door.
It looks more like some form of externalized information. You've rendered it visible?
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, the power of our king permits one to perceive ingenuities that do not belong to this world.
I did not expect this.
This is no ordinary mechanism. It reflects the internal structure of Aru.
I actually thought we were actually going to Aru. But never mind.
Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard. Come, use these to achieve the outcome you desire.
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me handle it, just in case. But wait, how do I get up there?
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is!
Myriad paths. Why did it have this effect? Are we already in a dream or something? Wait, these are basically the same puzzles that are all over Sumeru. Was Aru overlapping with Sumeru? Is that why there's such puzzles here? Apparently it can't go through the red one.
Ha!
By the way, that chest that I couldn't unlock is still bothering me.
Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Alhaitham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher. I've sent it to your screen. Do you see it?
Got it. It's a little blurry, but I should manage.
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any other similar text directly to you from now on.
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Herein lie verses written for the Yellow Sands. Looks like cultural information from the age of King Deshret.
If so, I suggest you delete it.
Excuse me? Why does he need to delete it? Oh, Mish, the jest still torments me for sure. There was another person that said that it's probably locked behind you know doing the Sumeru quests, the ones that you explore the whole of the desert, and I can't do that unless I get Nahida. So it will continue to torment me.
Words thrown together merely for fun. I had no idea Aru kept a record of this.
I don't trust this. Why delete it if it's just words thrown together merely for fun?
Well, as long as you're certain that this is strictly private information, that's fine.
Don't trust them.
It is unimportant.
Don't trust them even more.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now.
I bet that Ohaitam is clever enough to not trust them even one tiny bit. He must have kept a record. I believe in him. Okay, pretty easy.
Found some more. Sending them over to you now.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
Have they?
I'd say so. Most of this information has already been archived anyway.
What if there are details in there that Vahumana missed? What are we supposed to do if they come after us in the future?
Don't delete them to begin with.
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now, there won't even be an academia in the future, let alone a Vahumana Darshan.
I bet that he's taking all of this in his mind. He's remembering every single word. Please be smart, Ohaitam.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, done. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check them out.
It's so weird. In the Nation of Wisdom, you're deleting information in order to save everyone. It does make sense in terms of what happened with Rukadevata, but I don't know. I'm very suspicious of this. Might be the last one.
Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading it? How long is it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records left by the artisans who built Aru.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing in its entirety, so I had to rely on my intuition to pick the parts worth keeping.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were wondering how to protect themselves if King Deshret decided to silence them after the construction of Aru was complete.
Sounds like pure mythology to me. Surely that kind of thing didn't really happen.
Why is he so sure of this?
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the artisans did leave details of their plans to survive, including blueprints for their escape route.
Even that got recorded? Okay, well, I'll make a copy of this first before I delete it.
Okay, smart, smart.
Is that truly necessary? You won't be needing those.
Why is stuff acting so suspicious?
No, the blueprints are important. I want to keep them as a memento. I think that should just about do it.
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest feeling. This cross between reality and the intangible. It's like drifting between life and death. Or in and out of a dream. Using my own hands to manipulate illusions that are forever out of reach.
Ah, the way they say it after all those glitches at the beginning of the quest. I feel like we're falling into a trap.
Chasing dreams in the most literal sense. Definitely a novel experience.
What happens if my spirit just floats away?
That won't happen. Anyway, I wouldn't celebrate just yet if I were you. There's likely to be a phase 2 of this project.
All right. I'd better keep my wits about me then.
Wait. We talk with them?
I expected that the outside world no longer respected the ancient gods, but even so, I do find the tone of these youngsters to be dreadfully impolite.
I mean, sure.
It should hardly come as a surprise to you. I remember you saying the same thing last time.
I assumed that was just a one-off. I did not realize it was the norm.
Don't you think that young lad's matter-of-fact tone sounds familiar? It bears a rather uncanny resemblance to you, Goatee.
Surely a sign that he is a man of rare intelligence.
Ugh. The rest of them, though, much better. The blonde-haired one, for instance. So sincere. That's the kind of kid I can respect.
Wait, he loves Kaveh in particular?
Oh, really? Well, what about your disciple, Nefer? She's about the furthest from sincerity that a person can get.
And now you hit the crux of the issue. Thoth is spouting lies again. He cares nothing for sincerity. He likes Nefer simply because her personality is just like his.
See, you can't trust stuff. You can't.
Thus, in giving his approval to Nefer, Thoth is simply validating himself. The rest is but smoke and mirrors.
He seems like a nice guy, but everything he does is suspicious.
You have some nerve saying that. There really is no helping you two.
Shut up, chess rookie.
What nonsense is this? How dare you tell me to shut up?
How can you engage in such banal chitter-chatter at a time like this? Aru has been opened. The glory and splendor of a bygone age is about to sweep over the earth like a flood. And you're here squabbling like petulant children.
This is exactly what the Loom of Fate is supposed to do, right? When we met with... what was her name? There's too many names in... The very pretty NPC. The one with a very weirdly written name. When we met with her, she was seeing a very different image than what we were seeing in the real Genshin. And all of this had to do with the Loom of Fate. The Loom of Fate will probably try to interpose the past of Canria on an already existing land in Genshin Impact. And this is exactly what is happening here, right? What we saw with the puzzles? You could see the parts that are not tangible, the parts that are part of Aru, while you're in Teyvat. They added way too much humor. I mean, humor is nice, but half of the time I am not really in the mood for saving the world. I'm just laughing at people doing stupid things like entering like this in water. I mean, come on. Oh my, hi Mashu, I hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, please don't say you're sorry for being late. There is, come whenever you want. Okay.
All three of you are insufferable. King Deshret was merciful, indeed, giving you a chance to be released from prison. I say, you should have been locked up for good.
Bennu is the only one serious around here.
Ah, but Bennu, look on the bright side. Had they not been released, we would not have been awoken.
And Chesapeake, of course.
Oh, you've been here this whole time. You should be scolding them along with me.
I miss Hermanubis. It's not a real reunion without him here.
Oh. If Hermanubis was like Sino in terms of, personality, I now totally get it. The state of the game is rough at the moment. I think the game is doing completely fine. I think they just went a bit overboard with the humor here in this quest that is supposed to be super serious. But what the guiding notes were saying was that Bennu was super serious and Sesepang was exactly the opposite. And both of them were basically adoring Hermanubis. And who is both serious and extremely silly at the same time? Sino. Okay, that explains a lot, at least for me. I don't know if it makes sense to anyone else.
And now you're avoiding the topic and talking to yourself. Why King Deshret designed your personality like this, I will never understand.
Isn't this simply proof that our king supports my free will?
Oh, look at those two rust buckets. Suddenly, you two do not seem so bad after all.
I was taught on this stream with the bad word for artificial intelligence / robots. I think this will be a new one, though.
Here. If being stuck together for thousands of years fosters no friendship, I cannot say what would.
Naturally.
Okay, I did not expect such a long conversation out of these people. Wait, Tainari is here? Oh wait, that's right next to the quest marker. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so, right? I'm always scared of missing some conversation. And there aren't new guiding notes because they would have told me.
How's it going? Are things progressing smoothly?
Well enough, I suppose. You know how it is. The work itself is only half the problem. The other half is having to work with Al-Haytham.
I'm sure the feeling is mutual. Honestly, though, I thought you two had already worked things out.
Why would he think that?
As if. Turns out working closely together is the best way to expose any tensions lurking beneath the surface. Besides, I just think that some people never change.
Agreed. Case in point, you didn't make sure I was out of earshot before you started complaining about me.
Ah, come on.
Old habits die hard.
Actually, this is for your own good. Maybe if you spend a little more time listening to what other people have to say, you might actually realize that you're the problem.
Naivete is another old habit of yours.
I had assumed that you both volunteered for this project like us forest rangers. But now I'm getting the sense that wasn't the case.
Definitely not. We were assigned to it by Lesser Lord Kusanali and Nephis.
And Nephis was the Grand Sage now, right? So many names. You would have liked... Genshin gave incidental dialogue to the animals. You can talk a bit with animals with Lauma in Not Cry. They don't say really profound things.
As much as I'd love to be doing normal work for normal clients, These Titan projects are all that's on offer right now. Though I'm sure they wouldn't be roping us in if they had any better options. Just goes to show how short-staffed the academia really is.
I'm sure you've prepared yourself mentally, but I still feel the need to advise you to lower your expectations. It might make the process of working together a little less intolerable.
I know! Same to you! But if you already understood that, you should also know not to say the quiet part out loud.
Why don't you come help me with my forest patrols? Might help you avoid any further disagreements.
You would like to hear a wild boar discussing Paimon? I mean, run for your life! The flying thing that eats everything is coming.
Good suggestion, but unfortunately, differences of opinion will always exist. Changing the nature of the work won't get rid of them.
For once, I actually agree. There is zero chance of us ever resolving our differences. Zero!
Honestly, I have to hand it to Tainari for offering to be their, marriage counselor.
But even so, the work must be done. Care for some coffee?
I'm glad to see you making progress.
Don't act so smug! It'd be nice if you made some too!
I feel like even I've made some progress today. In the past, I never would have dared to try and mediate a conflict between you two while you're both right there in front of me.
Apologizing probably makes it sound like I'm in the wrong, but... I'm sorry.
I was just kidding. Truth be told, I don't have any work to do at the moment, so I'm just here to kill some time.
I would not kill time like this.
How's Kale?
She's studying with Nicole. I'm not sure how she's getting along, but she seems to be in good spirits at least.
That's good.
I wouldn't worry. Angelic affairs are probably above your pay grade anyway.
I know what you mean, but Sino and I are still a little concerned for her. He said he'd go keep Kale company after he's finished training the mercenaries. I'm planning to join them myself shortly.
Tainari wants to join Kave and out-hide them. I mean, you have to applaud this bravery. In whatever role he joins them, that is a lot of bravery needed.
Kale will be okay. Have faith in her. Even we can see how much more confident and outgoing she's become in these past few years. Thanks to you and Sino being there for her and providing guidance every step of the way, she can finally stand on her own 2 feet.
On her own 2 feet.
Does it feel bittersweet? Watching the younger generation grow up and move on?
No, not yet, at least. I was just thinking, I wish there was more I could do for everyone.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she will. Just try to relax.
Okay. Can we save the world now, please? Everyone said their jokes, everyone talked about statues and solved their marital problems. Can we save the world now? Okay. So, entrance to Fisher's Museum. Wait, why are we? What is the traveler supposed to be doing here?
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate of Sumeru as well?
Yes! That's why I'm so surprised that everyone is talking about every other thing they can think of. Genshin loves its filler dialogue. Usually I absolutely love it. I've been in Not Cry. I never felt like this until now. This is the first time during this version that I feel like, what are they doing? Am I just being too impatient? Or is this quest strangely made to begin with? I don't know.
Whoa! It's Sobek the Crocodile King! Greetings, Crocodile King.
The traveler speaks.
Please be at ease. I'm just here to chat with you about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What does he know?
Sounds like you really care about her.
Yes, Although, to be exact, it is a mixture of both concern and curiosity that I feel.
Speaking of Nahida, Paimon was wondering how she's doing.
Wait a moment.
What is it?
I tried calling out to a pep, but there was no response.
I mean, would a pep respond to Sobek at all? Like in general?
This can only mean that she is focusing all her energy on taking care of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I mean, that's also possible, but come on, did she look like someone that would like to chat with her supposed colleagues?
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that a pep agreed to help Nahida. Guessing she made a bad impression on you or something.
Are you aware of the history between her and our king?
I think I'm aware. I'm not. Oh, I'm aware. I think I'm aware. When you were talking about animals having dialogues and Tainari arrived. Oh my Jotin, please don't worry. She's so stubborn. Hi, Azilet. I hope you're having a lovely day. She would definitely not talk to them. That was the first thing that came to my mind. She hates them. She hates Deshret. She hates the gods. She hates everybody. Why would she contact them if they're trying to contact her?
Then you are learned indeed. I'm glad to know that Sumeru has the support of someone like you. At the end of his life, King Deshret tricked the Dendro Dragon into swallowing him whole, leaving her to bear the torment of his sins.
Yeah, she was infected with forbidden knowledge, right? Oh my, Hoyo should definitely make Jet a playable character. I would absolutely love this.
The Dendro Dragon despised King Deshret, yet he outwitted her. Rather than bringing disaster to the land, he chose to deceive her and thereby ensure his annihilation. An act that surely displays his love for humanity. The Dendro Dragon stands for the glory of a bygone era. She hated Al-Ahmar and what he represented. All the gods, all the power they wielded.
That's literally what I just said. Knowing this, how can he think that even if Apep was not using all her powers to save Nahida or for anything else, why would she respond to him?
And so, her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis comes as a great surprise indeed. It makes one wonder whether, perhaps, the Dendro Archon assisted her in the past.
He doesn't know about this. He doesn't know that Nahida did exactly this.
Yep, Nahida did her a huge favor.
I feel like we're being tricked again. I feel like Sobek wanted to know this information for some reason. You tell Sobek about how Nahida helped to free Apep from her suffering.
So Lesser Lord Kusanali put an end to the Dendro Dragon's many long years of torment.
Yes. Why does he want to know this?
As much as she loathes the Seven, Apep knows kindness when she sees it. No wonder she was willing to make an exception.
I really hope that he's just curious why Apep decided to help Nahida.
Yeah, that's the sense we got from dealing with her too.
She is not incapable of coexisting with other living things. Rather, she actively chooses to avoid coexistence. And this despite the fact that she symbolizes life itself. How ironic. All of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if I were you. Nothing will change her hatred towards humanity and gods.
Yes, Mashu, in real mythology from our planet, yes. Sobek is the god of the Nile, right?
We'll keep that in mind. Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with Apep?
Maybe we should go and pick her up?
For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. Just to be on the safe side, why don't we grab anyone who isn't busy right now and go look for her?
Of course.
I'm alright, Paimon.
Wait, she spoke?
Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment was effective.
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
See, she didn't answer him just because she didn't care to talk with this guy. Ah, but this is awesome. I really want to see a Pep info one day. I wonder what that would mean in terms of story. I wonder if I'm basically asking for the destruction of all of Teyvat, but it would be so cool.
Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you any further. One ought not expect greater generosity than they have earned.
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm. Only those who make it through the swirling winds can know just how beautiful that oasis is, and how much hope it brings.
You dare appraise my being?
No, I'm expressing my gratitude. I want to thank you for sharing your precious life force with me.
It's incredibly beautiful though.
Awake already? You are more resilient than I thought.
Pep. I feel much better. Thank you.
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your assurance that the situation with Irminsul and Sumeru's ley lines will be competently managed.
Wait. When we came for the first time to look for a Pep's help, there were 3 choices. Save Sumeru, save Teyvat, and then repay the kindness that Nahida gave you. And I was talking about how she wouldn't care about the world if she doesn't care about Sumeru. But she actually does care. This line itself makes it evident. I see that you already finished this quest a while ago. Because of my challenge, I progress very slowly, but I'm super looking forward to what is going to happen. Yes, a Pep is a she.
If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines, you, as the god of this land, will be held responsible. And you would not enjoy being held to account by me.
I think this is just putting a brave or indifferent mask again, saying that she doesn't care about anything other than herself, but she might actually care. I think so. I think deep down in her heart, she actually cares a lot about Teyvat and Sumeru.
I understand what you require, but I would assume this task even if you did not demand it. Sumeru is my responsibility. I must resume my duties as soon as possible.
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru, I hope you realize how unextraordinary your strength is.
Why, this is so rude. Oh my Mitch, I always play everything here first on the challenge account, so you know it's always a fresh first reaction. That's why my main account is actually in a lot of trouble. I have not finished even the first of the Archon quests, and I am only halfway through the main event for this patch. I really have to sit one of these days and progress very fast there. Oh, you didn't play this quest, Nahida's quest before this one? That is actually a very good way to play it. That connects the story super well. And hi Daniel, I hope you're having a lovely day.
And yet, maybe it is precisely what defines me. A god of wisdom is not meant to rule by force.
Then hold steady. We go forth.
There is a kindness inside her heart. She is somebody who has been hurt in so many ways and so many times. There is no wonder that she would have a very, very, tough persona that she wants to keep. So she never gets to be hurt again.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep?
Oh my Mashu, don't even start me on Dormant Port for my main account. I have not even started the quest for it. I really, one of these Saturdays or Sundays, I have to sit and very, very thoroughly play through everything as fast as possible for the main account.
Do my eyes deceive me? Of all places, the Dendro Dragon has decided to visit the mausoleum of King Deshret?
Because this is where everything is going to happen, Toph.
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers remain as vile as ever.
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven Pillars.
Oh my, Herishaf really wants her to get angry.
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from. Why do all the creatures of this world remain so lowly after all this time?
Good luck, Masha, with Dormant Port. It's actually one of the best areas ever. It's super cool. This has to be the Fatui. It has to be the swarm of them that tugged on her tail, whatever that means in dragon speak. It has to be the Fatui doing things.
What did you do with them?
Did she manage to defeat them?
I cast them away. What would you have me do? Keep them as trinkets?
Oh my, this guy that we've been seeing in the previous part is definitely not a subordinate of the Doctor. It definitely is Regrator. Or Pantalone. And he should have kept him as a trinket. I think that's a very good fate for him, just based on the limited interactions I've had with him.
Boer, this is where we shall part ways. To be clear, I do not wish to see you or anyone else here ever again, unless absolutely necessary.
The tough mask is sleeping. I don't want to see you, is what she says, but if you actually need me, if Sumeru or you or the world are in trouble, you can come again.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
Thank you for helping Nahida.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain from bothering me again.
I'm telling you, this is just a tough mask. I mean, she will definitely eat you if you come without a proper reason. But she's kind. Deep down, she's kind. It won't help you if you're eaten, but you know.
A force to be reckoned with. At times like this, I feel glad that she has no interest in any of this.
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there.
What? What? Oh my, I was already so excited when I saw her and... Seriously, is there a serious part in this quest? No dropping for a cup of tea, no Mish. She will definitely have you as the cookie snack for the tea.
We made it. Huh? Wait, that voice!
Turush?
Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall!
Everybody's falling. They all fell on the Traveler. Of course. Come on. We have a world to save. I've got you.
Well, that's a relief. A pair of safe hands indeed.
Wait, is she holding the one who can fly without absolutely any problem? and she left every other one to just fall.
The Dendro Archon's familiars. They are the last thing I expected to see here.
Huh? Wait, what are the Aranara doing here? Don't you guys hate the desert?
Obviously, I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my Pari powers the whole way here.
Oh, they seem pretty nervous. Is it because there are too many people around?
Not just people. It's all these non-human beings, too. It's hard on them.
I can't believe you made such a long and dangerous journey just for my sake. I appreciate your support so much. Thank you all.
I am really glad that everyone is, gathering to help Nahida. She definitely deserves it.
I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrival settle in. Once I'm done, I'll gather everyone to discuss our next steps. Traveler, Paimon, shall we find a place for our friends to stay?
Sure.
Awesome! Let's go! Well, first I have some questions.
You answer Nahida's questions, bringing her up to speed on everything that has happened.
Okay, I think that covers everything. Thank you. We can get going now.
Wait. Arabalika, Aradashan, Arasata, and Surush. Oh my, this just reminds me how difficult this challenge will be with the Aranara quest. Wait, do I even want to check? Oh, it's only Surush? Okay, this is very easy. Okay. I really thought that they would make me read explanations for every single one of them. This is manageable. Surush, Bloom Guard of the party. Surush is the Bloom Guard of the party, an ancient race that lives within the Vorukasha oasis. Pari are manifested from the Kvarena of the divine bird Simurgh and dwell deep within the desert in order to protect the land and suppress the abyssal calamity. As a younger Pari, Surush was always fascinated by the deeds of ancient heroes. Though she still enjoys being praised by others as much as ever, after having completed the rite of Abzor with her Yasnapati, the Surush of today has already grown into a mature Bloom Guard. Oh, she has not done this on this account, but sure. Oh, they're following! Oh, that's so cute. And Surush is at the back to make sure that nobody stays behind. Where are my skills gone? Wait, they don't speak? Whoa! Big Dendro Dragon threw us across the sky! So scary! And so many Nara here! Did they really not voice the Aranara in the Archon quest? This is not a conversation that I'm just having on the side. This is literally part of the Archon quest. And they're following the leader. They are definitely doing that. Parabas, they're all looking at us. Wait, they're all looking at us? Surely all those Nara can't see us. Nara are always so busy walking here and there. Hide! Don't let the Nara catch us. They can have the pot, but wait, no. The Nara can't take the pot. My sister said I have to look after it. Oh, poor guy. The Nara are coming.
Hello, everyone. It's only us.
Oh, Lord of Dendro, Nara Traveler, and White Floaty. Lord of Dendro, Nara Traveler, Paimon. It's been a long time. Why are they not voiced?
It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here, especially since you don't like the Veluca. Is everyone back in Vanarana doing well?
Araja is a Vasara tree. Vasara trees protect Vanarana, so that means Araja is protecting Vanarana. Don't worry, everyone who stayed behind will do their best to protect their home. And we will do our part too.
Ah, everyone's here. Good.
Are you okay? You look like you were about to pass out back there.
Then you're forgetting who I am. Don't underestimate me.
Turush, the mighty red floaty.
Oh, excuse me. Are you comparing me to Paimon?
Oh my. I mean, usually Paimon is the one that is angry about this. Well, Arari can't think it suits you.
I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. As we can see, the situation is critical, and everyone is very busy with their various tasks, so...
Need help? Arabas can help. We can help. Arabas brought a pot to make soup. Very delicious. Your hat is going through the soup, Arabas. I mean, I'm not sure that's... I'm not sure that that's how you keep a pot safe. I would say that there is a hole on the bottom of the pot, but I feel like the whole bottom is gone. All of us are here to help. Arabalika, Ararikan, Arapas, Aradashan, Arayuta, Arasata, and Arasha. The Arasaha will all help.
I can't thank you enough. Right now, we're focused on restructuring Aru, processing excess information, and helping restore everyone's confidence. I'm sure you'll find it all very straightforward.
I can help too. Just let me know where I'm needed.
Together! Lord of Dendro, Arabalika has something important to tell you. On our way out of Vanarana, we saw some Nara talking in secret. Male Nara, up to no good.
Up to no good?
Yes, 2 Nara sneaking around at Caravan Rebat.
That definitely sounds suspicious.
It has to be the Fatui.
Traveler, Paimon, I have other work to attend to here that needs to take priority. Could I trouble you to investigate the situation Arabalika spoke of?
Okay.
No problem. Leave it to us.
Thank you. I'm counting on you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will need to make yourselves visible to them. Is that acceptable to everyone?
I don't think they will be happy about this. Well, if we really have to... Oh, my little legs are trembling. I guess we have no choice. Don't be afraid, Arapas. You make the most delicious soup. Everyone will like you.
There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel afraid, don't worry. Just call my name and I'll be there.
Did they add? Okay, they haven't added. It's an absolute shame that they're not voiced. Why would they not voice so many characters in an Archon quest?
Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small blessing upon you all. Whenever people see you and interact with you, from the moment their gaze meets yours, they will experience the most beautiful of dreams.
Nahida gently raises her hand. You don't know what she did, but you feel a wonderful presence, like something out of a lovely dream indeed. Sunlight trickling through the branches, glistening like a gold leaf, trees chanting softly in the breeze as the flowing water plays a symphony. Your heart swells up like a balloon as it fills with happiness. There are many terrible things yet to be resolved, but in this moment, all you feel is peace, friendship, and love as you stand side by side with dozens of other creatures together in the forest. The people around you turn their heads and scan their surroundings. They hear it too. Ancient voices speak from the forest, soothing everyone's hearts. Do not fear. Do not be afraid. Do not be overcome by the storm.
Do not fear. We will face it together. This too shall pass.
This was beautiful, but again, I feel like a tiny little cutscene or even one of those pictures, stationary pictures that they make, would have been so beautiful with this. Just have Sorush if you can't even voice them. I feel like it's very weird that they're not voiced. I don't mind that world quests are not voiced, even a little bit. I love reading all the things there and, imagining all the crazy voices that I try to make, but probably fail to. But an Archon quest? It's a very weird decision. The Nara are looking this way. Oh. It's okay. Arabalika will protect you all. Poor things. These ones are hiding behind the pillar. Oh my, they're so precious. Can't speak with any of them, right? And there isn't anything hidden here. Okay, let's go.
Ah, everyone's here. Wonderful.
Dendro Archon, you're back.
I'd be a great voice actor for that, and oh my, I have so much fear of the Yaranara quest for my Bookworm challenge. It's very difficult to pronounce their names, and I'll have to pronounce every single thing for the challenge.
Are you recovering all right? You mustn't push yourself too hard.
Oh, but thank you for the compliment.
I'm doing very well. Thank you for your concern.
The scholars update Nahida on the progress of Aru's renovation.
I see. Using the power of Aru to reboot the Akasha and gain access to Irminsul. It's a sound plan, although I regret to be the bearer of bad news. But with the state that Irminsul is currently in, it's impossible to access via traditional means. Even the Akasha won't change that.
Alas, we had feared this may be the case.
And what about non-traditional means?
Non-traditional means?
Are you saying...
Wait, he knows what they're talking about?
Desperate times call for new measures.
Wait, but I don't understand. It has to be the Wanderer. That should be the non-traditional means. This is a very weird theme. But okay. Reboot, is that a term that fits in this fantasy world? Pretty much, with all we know about ancient civilizations and about Celestia, I think reboot fits the world completely.
Ah, it's you. Is there a situation? The Aranara have good intuition when it comes to people. In other words, there may well be a traitor among us.
Wait, what? I thought this has all to do with the Fatui. What do they mean, a traitor? For Misery, Sando would be better. It would be funny. Sino would have a field day with it, let's be honest, if they said this.
Given everything that's going on, I'd be more surprised if there wasn't.
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence broker, I trust you have a solution?
Who can be the traitor? One of the new sages? They all seemed... Actually, when I saw all of them and when I read their descriptions, it was so vague whether they will be good guys or bad guys.
Not one that I'm willing to volunteer. What's in it for me?
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations. Whatever business you're in, an avenue to demonstrate your abilities could never hurt.
I like the sound of that. Glad we're on the same page.
Given that you rarely set foot in Sumeru, practically no one at Caravan Rebot knows who you are.
What, Paimon working for the Torre? No, that would never happen. They were definitely like the Power Rangers, Mashu, absolutely.
I take it you've read the files on everyone in the area?
Yes. I also skimmed the list of evacuees, and am more or less up to date on where everyone stands.
Would it be just a nameless NPC? That would not be very satisfying.
Any initial suspects?
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent activity could be viewed as suspicious. I've identified 3 names. The Aranara saw 2 people talking, but currently we only have 1 suspect. The other person was probably just a messenger, and in all likelihood has already left Caravan Rebot.
Everyone is heading for the desert per the evacuation order. Anyone willing to turn back at this stage is almost certainly with the Fatui.
There's no way it was a spur-of-the-moment decision to act at a time like this. This spy must have been planted long ago. We need to smoke him out from wherever he's hiding.
Sounds like you have the beginnings of a plan.
Sino and Nefer quickly exchange intel and narrow down the relevant information.
I see. Your suspicions are well-founded. I'd be watching him too if I were you.
Wait, 2 very different comments. You bet the traitor is Sino, he's trying to throw suspicion elsewhere. I would not believe this even for a second. And Paimon? We know so little about Paimon. Who knows what would happen in the future? I really hope that she doesn't betray the Traveler. But even if she does, I would never believe it's with Dottore. That would be double the betrayal, in my opinion.
So far, we still lack solid evidence that he's been bribed. He hasn't made any recent purchases that would indicate he came into some cash.
Then let's get closer to him to confirm before we make our move. I can handle it. I'm not based in Sumeru, so barely anyone at Caravan Rebot knows who I am.
And you're certain you've never encountered this person in Nodcry?
I'm certain. Besides, it's extremely rare for me to have had any direct contact with Sumeru mercenaries besides Jet. There's no way he could have seen my face before. Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my signal. If he raises any red flags, I'll bring him toward the main road.
I'm getting very curious. Who could they be talking about?
Understood. I'll take it from there.
Excellent. Well, it's a pleasure working with you.
Not here, but Paimon in Celestia might stir up some trouble. Yeah. The moment we get into Celestia, I think that's when we'll start understanding, for sure, things about Paimon. I don't think anything else would happen before that. Unless I'm very, very wrong about who Paimon is.
darker skin, scars, frequents the desert, and has ample combat experience.
Wait, so it will be just a random NPC?
Nothing unusual about how he dresses or acts. What's that he's looking at?
We haven't even seen this kind of quest until now, right?
A coin. Interesting. Could that be how his contact paid him? Conveniently discreet for someone trying to hide any unexplained income. And yet it could be highly valuable. Sorry to bother you. Has everyone here already left? I don't suppose you happen to see a lady wearing a hat?
Never is so good at this, though. There are a lot of things that connect Paimon to Celestia. A lot.
Ma'am, what are you doing in Caravan Rebot all by yourself? The main group evacuated some time ago. Didn't you pass them on the road?
My friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business, so I told her to go on ahead and meet the client while I retraced our steps. I didn't think it would be so late by the time I found it.
Yes, miss, I got it that it's a melusine. Don't worry, please. Yeah, I think so. But there were many more things that show that Paimon is connected to the sky/Celestia.
And then there was a terrible sandstorm. I guess I must have taken a wrong turn, because I didn't see any large groups on my way here.
You're so good at lying. Like, I feel like Prune should go get some lessons from her.
Forgive me for asking, but just to be on the safe side, could you describe this friend of yours?
Sure. She has blonde hair, and she was wearing a hat and a white dress. You'd definitely know if you'd seen her.
Yes, I think that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies. During this exceptional time, the Core of 30 are under orders to be extra cautious when dealing with unknown people, whoever they might be.
Wait. Nefer is lying, right? There is no such woman. There is no such friend. So he's falling into her trap, right?
I understand. Well, sir, is there anything else you need to know? If not, I'd better try and catch up with them.
You did think Paimon might be the unknowing agent of Nicole? No, I don't think so. They need to officially make Nefer and Yelan sisters already. They have very similar... Well, they work in very similar areas, right? It's obvious that they will have a lot of similarities.
Hey, wait! They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your own. Why don't I give you a ride? I'm here to collect the last few people anyway. We have plenty of carts, so one more won't be a problem.
That would be amazing. Traveling with a group will be much safer. I'll have to pay you for your trouble.
Hey, let's not worry about the money for now. Wait here a moment. Once I'm done packing up, I'll take you to join the rest of the group.
All right, thanks. Let me know if you need a hand carrying anything.
No need for that. I'm strong enough for both of us.
Is he really a bad guy?
Okay. Well, I wish there was some way I could repay you. Guess it's my lucky day, running into someone who knows what they're doing here. You might have just saved my life, you know?
You're not wrong there. I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it's worth risking your life to get back? I hope for your sake that it's priceless.
That was the first smile I saw on Nefer. What? She has been smiling a lot. A rather evil smile most of the time, but she does smile.
Actually, I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help. But be sure to keep it to yourself, or we could both be in big trouble.
Oh, really? Sounds mysterious.
We're in the antiques business. You understand? Some of our goods aren't acquired through the most legitimate means. We have to be very discreet when we're selling them. That's why I had to go looking for the missing cargo alone.
Ah, no wonder. Well, ma'am, in that case, it turns out that maybe there is something you could do for me.
He fell for it. He fell for her trap. He is the mole, the traitor? Okay, the first non-evil smile. Oh, it was probably an evil smile. Making sure that this guy falls into her trap.
I'm all ears. But to be clear, our commission isn't cheap. Think carefully before you ask. We don't want to ruin our relationship before we even hit the road.
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is, I have something that's a little difficult to sell on as well. Take a look at this.
The mercenary reveals the old coin in his hand. Thanks to her dealings in Notcry, Nefer has seen plenty of antiques in her time and recognizes it as a very rare, high-value item. She's planting seeds of the seed as in her kid, definitely. The ancient coin used to pay off the mercenaries made of pure gold. At first glance, it's hard to discern its country of origin. If sold to a astute collector, it would fetch a very high price.
Pure gold? That's quite something. How'd you come across it? Dig it out of some ancient tomb?
If you look hard enough, there are many treasures to be found in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion, so he's on the lookout for an opportunity to make a quiet trade. Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands? I hope I won't be attracting the wrath of my competitors by helping you sell this.
You have to hand it to her though. She's amazing at what she does. Like, I really think Prawn should take some lessons from her. If she has such an amazing teacher as Nefer, she will become not amazing at lying, considering her level, but much better.
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after losing some money. I'm under enough pressure as it is without having to deal with them. On the off chance anything went wrong, I'd never get my money back.
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with cash flow problems want to see. Well, in that case, I think we can work something out.
As it happens, I'm just about done packing. Shall we make a move?
Sure. Let's walk and talk.
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
I certainly am. I don't know how this happened. One thing led to another, and look how it ended up. I just hope our client doesn't get spooked and cancel their order.
Fingers crossed. But either way, life goes on, and we all have to make a living somehow.
Nefer is now on your Stygian teams. Nefer is very strong. I am very bad at playing with her, but she is very strong.
Hands where I can see them.
I love when Sino does this.
General Mahamatra! No, wait! What are you doing?
This is the coin? Good. Sadly, you won't have the chance to spend it.
Nicely done. Looks like Sumeru's Matra are a well-oiled machine nowadays.
Unmarked gold coins are quite difficult to trace. Thanks to you, we have secured the evidence. Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh, he's going to talk. Come on, there is no other choice. Sino nods to the group, then turns and leaves with the suspect. Never to be seen again, that suspect. Before long, he returns with the intel he got out of the suspect.
Southeast from here, leeward side of the hill. That's where he's meeting his contact.
Great work. Candace tells me your interrogation skills are highly effective.
Hers are quickly catching up. She's improved a lot in recent years. Looks like it's over to you for the next step.
Because I'm quickest on my feet?
Because you know how to trail a target. Plus, it'll be easier to monitor their activity from the air.
Fine. I'll be quick.
One more thing. The Traveler just brought a message from the Dendro Archon. Once you're done with this, we're to meet up at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Got it. Will do.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe you should come with me.
Oh my, I loved how he said, gee, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he wants us there.
Okay. Then Paimon's coming with you.
Oh my Paimon. She's so precious.
Really? You do know this is a stealth operation, right? Meaning, you have to be quiet?
Paimon? Are you sure about this?
Wait. Paimon is really suggesting to go off with Wanderer? Leaving behind the Traveler? On her own volition?
Well, Paimon at least wants to give it a shot. Like everyone says, if you never try, you'll never know.
This is so weird.
Besides, being the best guide in Teyvat has to count for something. This should be a piece of cake.
He's obviously not happy about this, but...
Fine. Join me if you want. But be warned. If anything goes wrong, I'll have to gag you and shove you into a bush.
I'm telling you, Paimon is changing little by little.
No need! Paimon will be super careful. Promise!
Good. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
This is so weird. Himawari no tane tabeta koto arimasu ka? Boku no daikoubutsu desu. Oh, these are sunflower seeds? I have eaten sunflower seeds. Interesting that they're your favorite things, so... okay. I guess we're going with the Wanderer and Paimon.
Quit following me.
Is he talking to me? Is that what the Wanderer says when you play with him? I don't have Wanderer on any of my accounts. He can fly, right?
Squall and Fury.
Oh, this is so cool. Wait, when he flies, his hat disappears? Is he using his hat to fly?
Hey, guy! Wait up! Hey, slow down, will ya?
It's the details of Paimon's independence that I take as Genshin beginning to wrap up the game. I don't think they are wrapping up the game, but I do think that they are making Paimon more and more independent. For a reason. I do think that this will connect with the ending of Genshin, whenever that happens. The brand is called David's Sunflower Seeds. Oh my Mashu, I haven't eaten sunflower seeds for quite a while, but actually in Bulgaria, where I come from, they are a very popular snack. When I was younger and still living there, I used to eat a lot of them. They are very delicious. I can agree with that.
We're here. Now we wait.
The end of Genshin will be like the end of Zelda Ocarina. Navi flies off and leaves Link on his own. I don't know much about Zelda, to be honest, but Link is supposed to be like the traveler, right? I would bet that it would be actually the opposite. In my opinion, it's very possible that the traveler flies away and Paimon is the one that is left on Teyvat. If I am correct about my own theory. Wait, we found him.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cool.
I wonder what the Wanderer thinks about this.
What's on your mind, Paimon?
Huh? Nothing?
Oh, Mish, no, I have not played this game. I'm sorry. I realized that I haven't played a lot of classic games.
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep. Why the sudden urge to go on a dangerous mission?
He's asking the important questions. He should add, why do you want to leave the traveler's side to this?
What's that supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous missions before.
But with the traveler.
But never on your own. You hardly ever leave the traveler's side.
I'm so happy that he's saying this. Come on, Paimon.
Just saying. I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share, I suppose I'd have to listen. If not, suit yourself. Makes no difference to me.
No. Rise her. I want the truth.
Hat guy? Do you think Paimon is useless?
This is one of the most heartbreaking.
Coming from?
Oh my. Do you think this is because of what happened in Notcry? Useless without the traveler? Yes. Oh my, I know that for a fictional character this is pretty okay to say, but I actually thought about, well, the world life implications for this. When everything happened to the traveler in Notcry, Paimon was left behind and she could barely do anything. She tried her best to, help with getting support from Natlan and so on, but she couldn't really do absolutely anything for the traveler. So she could have developed this very dark thought that she herself, her whole existence, is not important, that she is useless. Like on a very personal level, deep down. It's one of the worst feelings for someone to feel. Recently they've been adding a lot of things about, well, mental health. And I love this, but I did not expect this to appear here. Not in a quest that has been so many jokes all this time. And I really hope that the Wanderer can have a good answer for this.
When we were in Notcry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Even though Paimon's with the Traveler every single day, whenever we face real danger, she can't do anything to help.
That is kinda true, that's the worst part.
Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared when the Traveler got kidnapped that time. What if she never came back? What would Paimon do then?
I knew it, it had to be that shock. She might have developed a full-on trauma from this. We brushed it off so quickly in that quest and she returned to her happy-go-lucky herself. But they have actually thought about this. Oh, Asha, please don't worry. But I think it's amazing that they are doing this in the quest. I'm very surprised that they haven't really brushed off this. Because Paimon was so heartbroken when that happened. And then she was sad for a bit, but then she returned to being super happy. And now you can, think about it and see that maybe a lot of that was just a mask.
And the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt. But Paimon doesn't want to be a burden. Paimon wants to be a friend who's actually useful.
If someone tells you this, they need help, okay?
Does that make any sense? You know, that feeling of just being completely useless and... Oh, Paimon probably sounds so ridiculous right now.
You definitely don't sound ridiculous, Paimon. Please, please have a good answer to this, or any answer whatsoever.
You asked the right person. Boy, do I know that feeling.
He is the one rejected by Raiden Shogun, right?
Oh, that guy.
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. When you start doubting yourself, you have two choices. Give up or change. You have to make the decision to move forward. Otherwise, no amount of consultation from other people is gonna help you.
I know that this sounds very harsh coming from the Wanderer, but I actually think that's one of the best answers.
So ask yourself, what do you want? To get stronger? To learn more? Whatever it is, go do it. You won't have any regrets if you can at least say that you tried.
Oh my, I will not comment about the previous voice actor. Mish, her option is to become the villain. That's... I mean, you know, she could get super strong and then there is just one step more to become a villain. But I think that the Wanderer is giving a very good advice. I know that it may sound very, very harsh. I completely agree with this. But I think this is the right response. Because at the end of the day, if you don't want to change, nothing can help you. No matter how much other people try to help you, unless you yourself want to do it, there is no chance.
Oh, all right.
Something's not right. Shouldn't they be here by now?
Wait, we're on a mission. This is the start of Paimon's villain arc. I actually think it might be the start of her hero arc, if I have to be honest. In my opinion, Paimon is probably a part of the heavenly principles. A part that was not contaminated by anything. A pure heavenly principles. And I think that when she realizes who she is, she would have to rebel against what is now the heavenly principles. And I think this might be the place where she gets the seed of that rebellion inside her, just wanting to be more, wanting to be there for the traveler.
Paimon, is it just me? Or is it a little too quiet around here?
We might have been tricked, by the way.
Should Paimon take a look?
We'll give it another hour. If nothing happens, we head back.
Oh, hi CJ. I hope you're having a lovely day.
Okay.
Time ticks by, but still, nothing happens.
How strange. We've been here for ages. Where the heck are they? Have we been stood up?
Did they manage to trick us?
What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this whole situation, but I can't quite explain why. We know for sure that the guy Sinocott had something set up, yet somehow his contact is a no-show. So, either the handler got caught, or, more likely, they decided to cut our guy loose.
Oh my, I can't do lunar mode even on my main account.
How would they know to do that? Wouldn't they at least send someone here to check things out?
Actually, CJ, it was the last time when I tried for the first time visionary mode. You want lunar mode from me. I mean, you're overestimating me way too much.
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening here. Unless...
There is another traitor. How do I do it, CJ? You know, build characters don't fall from the sky.
This feels all too familiar. Come on, let's head back.
Wait, how does this feel all too familiar? Wait, I don't understand anything. Did we get bamboozled?
Even though this isn't a formal meeting, I'd still like to start by saying how grateful I am to each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming here and standing by our side.
Oh, okay, CJ. Thank you for joining even for a bit, and see you another time.
Shesipank and Bennu are currently assisting the scholars with the maintenance of Aru. Please forgive their absence.
The sages are still very suspicious for me. One of them could be a second traitor. Good luck, Masha, with the Imaginarium theater, sorry.
As for Hermanubis, may he rest in peace. We remember him with great fondness.
Everyone loved Hermanubis.
There have been times when I imagined what it might be like to meet you all. Now that it's really happening, I feel quite emotional. Time has taken many things away, but that which remains is all the more resilient.
I must say, there is one thing that rather surprises me. You appear to be in good spirits, Lesser Lord Kusanali. But even so, I can sense that the life force given to you by the Dendral Dragon has far from fully resolved the problem of your vitality.
Wait, Nahida is still in danger?
Oh no! So even a Pep's power didn't work?
Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very well indeed.
Then what's the problem?
The issue is how closely I am tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with it is resolved, there is no way I can fully recover. Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during your absence. When gods pass away, inevitably, people's faith in them grows weaker. You must have sensed it already. Your power is not what it once was.
Okay, so we have an actual confirmation. I mean, another confirmation that people's faith helps gods, attain power. And yet Venti pretends still to be the weakest of the Archons, right? Even though everyone believes in him so much.
Regrettably, this is true.
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul. Right now, we're all in quite a sorry state.
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help we can get. Sumeru is our shared home. You and I, gods and humans alike. We must unite all our strength in this moment.
Though Al-Ahmar is no longer with us, the alliance between the three gods remains in force. Regardless, as subjects of our king, we have a responsibility to support Sumeru through this catastrophe. Not to mention that it was the people of Sumeru who released us from this prison of Aru. Times have changed, and the people of today possess greater wisdom than those of the past.
You really know how to give a rousing speech, Koti.
Now then, let us learn more about your plan.
The brightest minds of the Sumeru Academia are busy opening and renovating Aru. They claim it has something to do with Irminsul?
Correct. Irminsul has existed in Teyvat since the very beginning. But during the Age of the Dragons, it did not possess the significance it holds today. After the heavenly principles arrived, the power of the Light Realm was divided into elemental energy, and Irminsul was refashioned as a device that records and preserves all information. Since then, everything in this world has been inextricably linked to it. as the Dendro Archon, I have a duty to protect Irminsul. To Sumeru, it is both a national treasure and undeniably a major threat. Teyvat has seen many upheavals in the last few years. The most recent of these was a major crisis in Notcry, which forced Sumeru to be even more vigilant than usual.
Tough Egyptian god of knowledge.
I made sure to monitor all the pathways through which an outsider could potentially transmit themselves into Irminsul. But despite my efforts, a major problem still arose within. I still believe that someone has actively invaded Irminsul. But rather than taking any of the pathways I referred to, the intruder chose instead to utilize the most direct route. And the only one that cannot be protected against.
It has to be. That's what I thought. In the very beginning of this quest, when even the trailer, when Dottore was shown that he's going to appear in this quest, how can he get into Irminsul? By ending his life force and letting his soul being sucked in Irminsul. That is the only path that definitely isn't protected for anything to enter, because that's its function. To take in souls.
By entering Irminsul through death.
I told you. I told you.
I see what you mean. You cannot simply stop all deceased souls from returning to the ley lines because of a potential invasion that could occur at any time.
It was his plan from the very beginning. His plan. I bet that the reason he wanted to gain the powers of the moons was mostly so that Irminsul records it as part of his soul, about a part of his history. So the moment he enters into Irminsul, he gains all that power. Or retains it, rather.
That's right. As important as it is to guard against external threats, I couldn't allow myself to stop the souls of the departed from finding peace.
Please, understand how difficult this predicament was for the Dendro Archon.
Defense has never been an easy task.
After Irminsul was invaded, my authority was quickly restricted. Soon after that, the tree began denying access to any connections.
This is also super important. Her authority was quickly restricted. When the Fatui take away the noses from each nation, the authority is not lost for sure for those Archons. They remain the Archons of that nation. And I think in one of the trailers there was even I don't know if it was a trailer. It was during the Natlan era that this was said. But authority without power, or power without authority, doesn't work. You need both of them. And just having the noses probably is not enough to give you authority.
I'm sure you feel responsible, but you are not to blame. No one can predict every possible disaster. There will always be trials and tribulations for the world to endure.
And the only time we've seen authority actually being given to somebody else? No, twice. Bossalor to Nuvilette. And the three lunar sisters? The three moon sisters to Columbina. It has to be. And now, and both of these times, it was deliberate. The person who held the authority gave it of their own volition. Dottore is the first one who has managed to limit or take away authority from somebody else without that person agreeing to this.
But the people of Sumeru should not have to endure this. We must find a way to break through the lockdown and connect to Irminsul.
And this is why you need Aru.
Yes. The only thing in Sumeru capable of rivaling Irminsul in terms of overall function and performance is Al-Akhmar's legacy, Aru.
Well, Mashu, I do have a challenge in which I have to read absolutely everything, but to be honest, I don't think I know everything about Genshin. I have many things that I still need to learn. I have huge parts of the lore that I'm missing, especially from Inazuma, but I will learn everything. I will have to for the Bookworm challenge.
All I managed to do before falling into a coma was make some minor adjustments to Irminsul. Using Aru is a last resort, and a move that comes with enormous risks. The scholar's initial plan was to borrow Aru's power to reboot the Akasha, then use the Akasha to connect to Irminsul and investigate.
Oh. So they actually wanted to use the Akasha in the end to connect to Irminsul.
Unfortunately, Irminsul has suffered far greater damage than they first thought, rendering that plan futile.
Then what does that mean?
To rise to the challenge, we had to resort to more extreme and far costlier means. This has led to a number of new contingency plans.
Do you think they're going to use up all of Aru? Like sacrifice the whole project?
To reclaim Irminsul, her brightest scholars have made further modifications to Aru with multiple goals in mind. I thank you all for giving them your blessing in this endeavor.
Human wisdom has clearly improved over the millennia. You have not only our support, but that of the Jinn, the Aranara, and the Pari.
Together, we will do everything in our power to save Irminsul.
By the way, when you spoke earlier of an intruder, it almost sounded as if you knew who you were dealing with and what they were capable of.
She knows it's Dottore.
Well, since you ask.
What's happening? What? Wait, what? Truth amongst the pages of Purana? That's the same Act 10!
Master Tainari! What is that?
Wait, look, this was amazing. This was absolutely mind-blowing, but the first thing I thought about is that we've already seen trees like this. There is one in Sumeru. The same kind of tree with the ley lines of Irminsul, or whatever of Irminsul they're showing through the bark. This has happened before. And we have no idea how. Okay. Oh my, I'm so late, but I want to continue just a bit more. I will probably have to stop this quest in a very weird place and then continue tomorrow. And I'm really sorry, but I will continue as much as possible.
Is this Irminsul?
It doesn't look like entirely Irminsul, right? It looks like those trees that were connected to Irminsul for some reason in other areas. Dottore is the Voldemort of Sumeru. Kinda, yeah.
How did this happen? What's going on inside?
Luckily, we managed to evacuate everyone.
What in the world was that? That was terrifying!
Nahida. So this is the catastrophe she's been fighting against all this time.
Oh my. I understand now, Dendro Archon. You make yourself quite clear indeed.
Not once over the millennia has Irminsul been so terribly afflicted as this.
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, it has always been hidden away, going unseen by the general populace. But now, an evil intruder is making it reveal itself.
The Traveler is not the general populace, but even those things that we farm for Mora or the experience books, they're also connected to Irminsul. And even the things in domains as well, right?
It has become a tree of unbridled greed. A clear sign that a deranged experiment has advanced to a new stage.
I will stop. I will probably have to stop so soon, Masho. I'm so sorry. It's just that I have very limited time every day for this, and when I'm able to stop in an acceptable place, I'll probably have to stop, unfortunately. But you can see Celestia right here. Just saying. Oh, wait. This is Sumeru City. It's so much bigger. This thing is huge. Can you imagine how enormous this would be? The game won't allow you to stop until it's ready. I fear this. Yes, Mish. But I still have a few minutes. I'm not in a huge hurry today, so it will be fine. It will be fine.
Blasphemy. From where I stand, an experiment in the name of blasphemy sounds rather improper.
Is 99% sure Pantalone talking about this?
But if we are to honor Dottore's will, this is what we must do.
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond doubt that this incident is connected to him. But to explain the situation in full, there is someone I need to tell you about.
Who? In the most concise and precise language possible, Nahida explains what she knows about the second of the Fatui Harbingers, the Doctor. His true name is Zandik, and his crimes are beyond all reckoning. I'll tell you something later because it's kind of a joke, but this is a serious time. There is no time for jokes.
Zandik. So it was him. I saw him in the desert once. A man of supreme arrogance. So this is where it has taken him.
He did see him in that quest.
But didn't Dottore die and not cry? How is he still able to do all this?
In the event, he was refused the power that Nefer got in the end.
He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even so, I'm still unclear as to how he has been able to wield such a profound influence over Irminsul.
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived in Sumeru City. Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some kind of mutation. Evil branches are beginning to grow. Things that do not belong to this world are slowly but surely materializing. Sorry, I couldn't think of any other word to describe it. They don't seem to be fully formed physical entities yet, after all, but they are gradually becoming real.
A baleful tree climbing up into the heavens.
Speaking of Dottore, I have some information on that front as well.
That tower in Notcry that was reaching towards the sky. I wonder if the only way to reach the firmament, without getting destroyed, like what had happened in Natlan and Notcry and everyone else, is to actually use Irminsul. Wanderer recounts how he and Paimon went to the meeting spot, only to find no one waiting for them.
I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is, the mole wasn't cut off after he was caught. They wrote him off from the beginning.
You mean the Fatui never intended to follow through with him? Then why plant a mole at all?
It's hardly a conventional strategy, and the rationale behind it is pretty twisted. But as it happens, I know someone who works exactly this way. And when it comes down to it, his goals are very simple. He just wants to confuse people, so they can't figure out what he's up to.
I don't know if he's talking about Dottore or Pantalone. I don't know if it makes much difference either.
He's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset. That fact alone confirms that Dottore is involved with this somehow.
Some people gasp upon hearing this name, while others fall silent. Clearly, there is more going on here than anyone realized. Nahida proceeds to summon all relevant parties for a lengthy and in-depth meeting. Nahida gives a detailed explanation of the enemy and the potential scale of the crisis. After further intel provided by Nicole and Nefer, a plan is formulated and everyone prepares to get to work.
There is still much to be done. Everyone, please remember our core strategy.
I have no idea where they will let me save.
As per the discussions, the following groups must act immediately. Mr. Al-Haytham and Mr. Kave, the next phase of the Aru renovation project must begin right away. Godspeed to you both.
We'll give it everything we've got.
The plan looks feasible, but the implementation will require certain resources.
General Mahamatra Sino and his team will help to procure the materials required for modifying the terminal.
No problem. I've already spoken with Sethos and Hat Guy, and they've agreed to assist me.
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed, right? Hat Guy?
If it's efficiency you're after, we're the right people for the job.
Following up on the elemental energy amplifier we discussed, Ms. Dory, I assume you're the one most familiar with the status of this project. Aside from the Dendro Archon, of course.
I'm really surprised what they did with Dory as well, by the way.
Yep, that's right. Leave it to Lord Sangamabe.
Got it. Well, I'd like Madame Farazan, Kale, and Nicole to support Dory on the technical side.
You can count on us. Will do.
Rest assured, I'll take good care of Kale.
Dia, Candace, and Nefer, you'll be in charge of negotiating between the various parties. I trust you remember our goal.
You bet. We can handle it.
Good. I believe that covers everything. Tainari will provide ad hoc support as needed, if that's okay.
I will have to stop in the worst place ever. Things are getting so heated.
Poor Tainari. Must be tough being Nephis' student. Getting bossed around all day, every day.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge between us, you old rascal.
All it says to me is that Master Nephis has faith in everyone's abilities. While I'm nominally here as backup, I doubt there will be many situations where my help is needed.
Exactly.
Finally, Traveler, you and I will head to the border between Sumeru and Natlan.
Wait, is it because Natlan is not connected to the ley lines?
Once that task is complete, I'll be asking some of you to accompany me to the Eternal Oasis.
The Eternal Oasis? I thought that was just a legend. So it does exist after all.
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting between our two nations would be a far more formal affair. Unfortunately, Sumeru is all but completely cut off from the outside world at present.
Very similar to what happened in Notcry.
So regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves. My apologies for the inconvenience.
She will appear? Okay, I was worried that nobody's going to help Sumeru. That is actually very good news. Not a problem, we'll do our utmost.
No point putting too much pressure on yourselves. That goes for everyone.
Right. Especially you, Dendro Archon. I'm sure you're still feeling quite weak.
Don't worry about me. The Dendro Dragon's life force will sustain me.
Plus, we'll be there every step of the way. Nahida will be just fine.
Yes. I believe in myself. And I believe in every one of you. Well, time to get going.
Okay. Quest progress saved. That's perfect. That's exactly where I'm going to start with next time. And next time is going to be tomorrow. I am really, really sorry that I'm stopping at this place. I want to know what is going to happen as well. But I have to, unfortunately. They're going to be so epic. I just know it. Okay. Because I said that I do have a joke about Zandik. I'm sorry. If there is a real name in real life called Zandik, I'm really, really sorry. Okay, I mean no offense. I mean offense only to Dottore. Him alone. Now, if you go to translate, Google Translate, and you translate from Bulgarian to English, and you write Zandik, but you exchange the places of D and N, you see what will happen. I won't say it here. It is not particularly, inappropriate, just a tiny bit. But it's definitely how I see Dottore in general, and I think that the name really suits him. Again, I'm really sorry if this is a real name in the real world. I hope that's very clear. Anyway, I do have to stop here. I'm so sorry. I'm so late. So, thank you. Thank you for joining and watching and chatting with me. And I hope to see you another day. Tomorrow is going to be Genshin. I am going to be trying Neverness to Everness this week, but it won't be on Tuesday. It will be after I finish the main quest here. So yeah. I have to go. I'm so sorry. See you another day. Bye bye for now.